Welcome to Homemaker's Choice. Today we are going to see how we can make pain relief oil. This is the pain relief oil which I make every time for my personal use, and this oil I use for my lower back pain, my spinal cord pain, knee pain, ankle pain, elbow pain, all the joint pain, the wrist, and not only the joint pain, even when I overwork, when I do my workouts, I don't do much workouts, only once a week. Supposing I do little extra, I get pain in my throughout my legs and thighs, and not only that, if I walk extra, I get some pain in my hand, legs. So for all this, I use this oil to massage. Massage means it's not a professional massage, just I apply and rub with little pressure. And this is what I want to share with you. The very perfect oil which I use for all my use. And the moment I started making this oil, I don't buy any painkillers, I don't use any painkillers. So this oil is for external use. I'll repeat again, this is for external use, only to apply externally. So I'll let you know only with the ingredients which we have in the kitchen. With only that we are able to make this, and I'll show you the vessel where all the ingredients are put and where it's getting processed in a very low heat. I've kept it in a very low heat. And this is very important. This has to be done on a very low heat. These are all the ingredients I've added. I'll tell you what are the ingredients one by one. And this will take approximately 1 hour to cook. More than 1 hour, depends on the quantity of oil. And today I've added totally around 750 ml or nearly 1 kilogram of all the oils. And so this may take about approximately 1 hour because of the low heat, and this has to be kept in very low heat. It will be better if it is like a candle light also, because the low the heat is and the longer time you prepare this, the oil gets time to absorb all the goodness of all the ingredients what we add in the oil. So the heat should be very low, very important. The heat should be very low. Now shall we start? Shall I tell you what are the ingredients we need? First of all, this is star anise. You can add more also. This is for half liter of oil. I'll show you the oil first. What are the oils we use? This is mustard oil. This is 500 ml of mustard oil, costing about 76 rupees, and this is half liter. And this is any cooking oil, just quarter liter, 250 ml will do. So I've taken Freedom sunflower oil. So only 250, I'm not using the whole packet, half of it. This is half liter packet, 500 ml packet. So I'll be using 200 ml or 250 ml. And the third ingredient will be castor oil. Castor oil you need about 150 ml will do. 150, or even this whole bottle you can use 200 ml, because all the ingredients what I am telling you is only approximate calculation, nothing exact. Little more or less is not going to harm in any way. So I have taken 200 ml for my use, and this cooking oil I have taken around 250 ml, and this I have taken 500 ml mustard oil 250 ml, and one more oil, that is eucalyptus oil 100 ml. This you need fully 100 ml eucalyptus oil. Any company eucalyptus oil will do. Then we need camphor which we use for pujas, when you make puja at home in temple. And this is the camphor, and I'll be using these 2 packets, both 2 packets I'll be using. Each packet contains 2 pieces like this, you can see. and this is costing about 12 rupees each packet. So you can take these 4 pieces. Then another main ingredient is ginger. This you wash nicely, remove all the mud, everything, and cut into 1 piece size. 1 inch size you cut into a bit larger only, and ginger to be no need of removing the outer layer. Along with the layer only you can cut it out, removing all the, wash it thoroughly, remove all the mud. The next one will be pepper. This is about 1 heaped tablespoon of it, pepper. And next one is cinnamon. You can see how many pieces are here. So this is the quantity I take. And 1 piece of turmeric, full piece. Don't use turmeric powder. It will get burnt and the oil will look bad. So just 1 full piece of turmeric. Actually turmeric, I heard, is antibacterial. So any problem related to the skin also, like allergy, so this will help to cure when you apply for the other purpose. And the next one is star anise. Star anise you can add more. Then another one is hing. We call it hingu in Kannada, and in Tamil we call it perungayam. 1 piece of this. 1 piece of this. This will reduce the gas which is formed in the joints, wherever it is. When this gets absorbed in the oil, this will carry all the goodness. Actually this, I'll tell you, this is called asafoetida. Now I got the name, asafoetida, and you can use this. Actually we use this asafoetida in cooking, the other cooking and all. And I'll show you the cooking asafoetida. That is also for cooking only. This is the one. This is asafoetida powder which we use for cooking, and this big piece also we use for cooking, but now I prefer this big piece to be added for this oil. Then cloves, 1 tablespoon of cloves again, and about 1.5 tablespoon of ajwain. Ajwain, this also is very good in relieving all the pains. And this is fenugreek. Fenugreek, because all these items are very heaty items what we are making. This is just to keep the balance the temperature. This will keep it a little cool. And this is what I call is Marathi Moggu. I don't know what you call in the other language. So this is the few more pieces also you can add of this. So these are all the ingredients what we use for making pain relief oil. This is absolutely learnt by me, invented by me. I've been using for many years, more than a year, and every time this is so useful for me from visiting the doctor. So what you need to do is very important. Please observe carefully what I say, because this is very important. This eucalyptus oil and this castor oil and this camphor, these 3 should be added very last. In the end of the process you need to add. Do not add these 3 in the beginning, because I'll tell you why. Camphor will be absorbed in the air, and all the goodness of the camphor will be released in the air. You won't get anything in the oil. The same with eucalyptus oil. As you start cooking, before only if you add, as it gets heated up, all the goodness of this will be evaporated in the air and nothing will stay back in the oil. And especially this you need not add before. I'll tell you why. This should be added only in the last, when you see all the items are cooked in the oil, and when you see the slight smoke coming up, you need to add castor oil at that time, because if you add now, it will bubble up, cause lots of bubbles and overflow from the vessel, and your whole kitchen and your stove, everything will be spoiled, because I already spoiled it few occasions before. So I am telling you, I am cautioning you not to use this before. So this will be last. These three will be last. This will be third last. Castor oil will be the third last to be added, and these two will be the last to be added. So now only with the cooking oil and with mustard oil, pour these two in a thick vessel, and make sure this vessel you don't use for cooking again. Keep that vessel only for making this oil every time you need. So to these two oils, to mustard oil and any cooking oil, you add all these ingredients. Chop these ginger and add them. Don't chop it too small, because this will get burnt very soon. So chop it into 1 inch piece long, 1 inch long, and fenugreek, Marathi moggu, cloves, ajwain. I hope you know what is ajwain. Once more I'll bring the camera closer. This is ajwain. Then pepper, turmeric, asafoetida, star anise, cinnamon. Add all these together with these two oil and heat it up on the stove on a low flame. It will take approximately, see it's cooking, getting cooked. It may take approximately 1 hour to get cooked. So once you see, you can go, after leaving it on a low flame, you can go and see to other work. But remember that you shouldn't burn it up, otherwise the oil will become dark, and when you apply on the skin, your skin also will show dark patches, will look like dirt. So be very careful, just set an alarm and come back and check after every 20 minutes, keep checking. When you know the bubbles are less, just stay near the stove only doing some other work and have an eye on this. So once all this is absorbed in the oil, and when you see the bubbles all disappear, and when you see the first steam starting up, see I've cut the ginger into a much more smaller piece, but for you I advise to cut it little more bigger. And when everything is done, you can make out that the ginger will turn around crisp. The ginger will look very dry. So once you make out the ginger is dry, it means all the goodness is absorbed in this from everything. If you want, you can just break these Marathi moggu and add, because it's too long. But don't powder all this and add, because when you powder it, the oil color changes and it will look very bad. It won't be transparent like this. If the items are powdered, it won't come out transparent like this. If you want, according to your wish, you can break it into two, 3 pieces. You can jam it in a mortar, stone or something. You can do it, your wish. But so far I haven't done that. I've been doing like this only. So this is the oil what I make. This is the oil which is already done. This is all I have. So today I made sure I make some more and store it. Each time I make about like this quantity, and this comes up for me, not only for me, for my whole family. Depends on the usage, how we use. And actually this can be used for full body massage also. Those who know to do massage at home, you can do the massage at home itself. You can apply it right behind your neck. Maybe if possible, if I have a professional camera and a studio setting, I can show you how I massage for someone in the family. If possible, in one of my videos, I'll put up with that also. And you can apply this to your whole body, and for the good effect, I'll tell you a few tips, that is to have good effect before applying. After all this is done, you need not keep it like this in a bowl. You can store it in the same bottle, like this. When it is empty, you can store it up in this, or you can have your own bottle, and please store it up with airtight thin lid, and this will stay for a longer period. For more than 1 year also it will stay. There's no expiry date for this. So to have a better effect, I'll give you 2 more tips. One is, heat the oil little bit, maybe in a microwave or on a stove. Make it warm, don't make it too hot. If it's in a microwave, just for 1 minute you can heat it up, and the temperature which your skin can bear, you can rub over that. And this is one tip: when you apply warm oil, that carries good effect, because I do that for my joint pain, for my knee pain. I can't sit for a while, and when I get up I have severe pain on my knees. So what I do, I carry this where I go to sit, carry it in a small bottle, and when I get up, when it gives me trouble, before a few minutes, before a minute I could get up, I just take this oil in my palm and rub on my knees circle wise. So for a few seconds, for about 20 seconds I apply and leave it. Then after about 20 seconds, when I get up, there is no pain at all. So this is how I keep using. And when the day I have severe pain, I apply this oil before going to bed for my ankle, toes, under my palm, under my sole, under my sole, and this prevents from getting cramp in cold weather. So, and one more tip I can say, for better effect, if you have time, after applying this, rest for a while, most probably in the afternoons, or you can apply this thoroughly before going to bed and go off to sleep for a few minutes. If it is the daytime, if there is no time to sleep, you can rest for a few minutes. Then as you get up, you can have a hot bath, not cold bath, hot bath, or apply hot water on the affected area. If it is your leg or hands, you can give fomentation. If you can't apply throw water on the bare skin, you can use use any kind of fomentation you want. Like you have the ready-made electric fomentation item what we get in Flipkart and the other places. Either you can use that, or you can heat some water in a pan. You can squeeze a towel and dab it on the affected area. That gives much more better relief. So this is what I do. And anything if I forgot to tell you, I'll put it in the description box. You can check there. But the whole thing I won't be putting in the description box, because I've already explained a lot here. So if I had forgotten anything, that I will describe there. Please check the description box. And after making this and using, please put a comment and tell me how it was. If you have any more ideas, you can tell me also. I'll be happy to share, to hear from you. And if you like this video, please subscribe to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Now the oil is getting done. It's almost after 50 minutes. The oil is in this stage. Just 10 minutes before, I added the castor oil. The castor oil is also done. And now I'll show you what to do with this. Once it comes to this stage, you can hear the ingredients getting crackle noise. Crisp, it is crisp. And the bubbles have disappeared. So at this stage, you can switch off the stove. Don't allow it to smoke. Just I'm switching off the stove, and with a pair of tongs, hold it and drain it. Drain it carefully. If you have a larger strainer, you drain it in that. Anyway, I'll drain the rest later. Now to show you what I do after this. And in this, you add the eucalyptus oil. To this, after draining, you add the eucalyptus oil. Now you add the camphor also. Camphor. I'll add only 3 pieces of camphor. I think it's too much. So once you add the camphor, close it with a lid, because I don't want that to get evaporated. And don't open it for a few minutes. For about 5 minutes, leave it there. Then after 5 minutes, open it. It is not yet. So you can mix it. And open it and leave it. After 10 minutes, open and leave it. And let it cool. Once it is cool, you store it in a container. And this is all about the oil. And one more thing I want to tell you. If you feel this oil is too strong on your skin, if it has bad effect on your skin, like don't rub it too much. Just apply and leave it. And if you want to use it for small children, you better dilute it with any other ordinary oil and warm it up, then use it for the children. Dilute it equal quantity of ordinary cooking oil with this prepared oil. And even for people with tender skin, if you feel it affects, if it has very strong effect on the skin, like if you have irritation, please dilute it and use it. Don't use this straight away. But I'm used with this oil, so I use it like this only. So this is how your oil is. See, this oil is absorbed even this 2 small pieces are there. You just keep stirring it so that this gets absorbed. See, 2 more small pieces are there. Until it gets absorbed, you keep stirring. If you don't stir, there will be lumps there. So this is all about the oil. Then some more oil is there. We'll drain it later and add to this. This is all in today's video. Thank you for watching. And if you have any doubts, you can put up in the description. I'll answer back. Any doubts, please reply. And one more thing, don't use this on open wound. If you apply this on open wound, it will get inflammation and all this. This is only for applying on the skin where there is no open wound. So don't ever use it on open wound, or don't ever use it internally. This is for external use on plain bare skin. Thanks for watching.